just like you said, ki something sometimes happens, grace give you something like very impact, and something happens, you don't have time to learn,
Yes.
or you get something.
Yes.
So, like this timeless silence and vastness is there,
Yes.
was there, because I am following you for last 2 or 3 years. Last time I came, you said keep quiet. So I just kept quiet, and this timeless silence and vastness, or something is dissolving and dissolving.
Yes, yeah.
And in last some days, something happens, and the tail is fallen. That observe this beingness also. This observes this silence also.
That which observes silence itself.
Silence
Yes.
and beingness also.
Yes.
It's the last thing.
Yes.
There is nothing beyond this.
Yes.
Even if attention sees it, it's seen by it.
Yeah.
It's before that attention. And thoughts are there, but no thinker now.
Yes.
It just comes and goes.
Wow, look at that now. Very encouraging. You see? Yes. That which even the subtleties of the sense of presence, the sense of being, peace, joy, all these are also perceivable. Even the sense of being, by which we rely upon, this is, I know I exist here. Even that also is seen. Also. That which sees it, there's nothing behind that to see it. There's nothing in front of that to see it. It alone knows itself. Rare. Rare is one who come to that seeing, you see. And yet it is the most natural. One point it will become the most obvious. Everything else is like strange work. It is taking care of everything that it manifests, and everything it manifests is itself, and it is beyond. It is not an it. It is not an it. It is not a form. It cannot be measured. It cannot leave because it never came. It just is. I would put that among all the things that we can discover with the intelligence that exists potentially in the human form of consciousness, with all that we can do, travel also to other planets, go and live in the bottom of the sea, all of these things, nothing compares to this. Because all the planets, all the galaxies, all the universes can only exist because this is. And that may sound like a huge thing to say. And yet, in a sense, it is the most simple. I don't know if simple doesn't stick. When I say simple, it doesn't stick onto it. When I say it is all-pervading, the label doesn't stick onto it. Where is it? Or where is it not? And yet it causes all display of delusion and life and death and growth and transcendence and unity and diversity, all this play, all this language, dancing consciousness is doing it. And the game is constantly changing in the eyes and the mind of that which perceive it. As you become more subtle in your understanding, it's like we go to higher altitudes of the game. Each time you're raised in consciousness, it's like there's one plateau where the rules are working in a higher way. The manifestation is more subtle, becoming more beautiful. And again, more understanding comes. And on this level, everything is even more beautiful. Until one time, there are no levels. I don't want to put it at the mercy of time, to say after this thing and then after that thing, and somehow it's just a kind of refinement. Beautiful to hear this sharing, this testimony, you see. Yes, the mind will come, the mind is there, thoughts may come, the breath is still moving, the life force is still the animating power behind the visible universe, all of this is there. But it is inside the great seeing, the great knowing, the great is what is. I cannot explain further. And it's good we cannot talk about it. You can only find. If we could talk, the mind would live in the talk. But now here, the mind is run out of oxygen. He can't breathe here. Here is only for pure seeing, pure experience. And don't put any pictures to what I'm saying, because the pictures will not be it. The words are not it. They're only some kind of clue. The rest, the magicality of the consciousness, will somehow convey that. This is the depth of solid understanding and confirming, you see. But this is not an excursion, this is not a coming and a going. The play of comings and goings are within the realm of the changeful, and that is fine. I don't have to try and make what is by nature changeful unchanging. Why waste time? It doesn't work. Any more than trying to make that which is unchanging changeful. So see things in their correct way. You have come to the place of total stillness, but there's no one being still. You've found peace, but you're not a peacekeeper. You're aware. You are the awareness, but you're not somebody being aware. You see why I say this and the subtlety? Because the mind is there also. It's all great. The mind is there helping you, in a sense. You can decide if it's help or whether it is obstruction. It depends how you use your discernment. Beautiful, beautiful. When you have conquered, you look back and you say, wow, it's a magnificent game. Magnificent. When you have not conquered, it's, oh my God, it's so, life is so unfair, and like this.
At this point, it's just that the watchfulness is there and everything is happening.
There is a place within you where you can easily also admit nothing is happening. Suppose I would pull two people from the group and say, please come here, and you, sir, you please come here. Please tell us, for you, what's happening? This one may say, oh, Mooji, that's a very unfair question. There's so many things happening right now. How can I begin to speak about it? There's just uncountable things are happening. Okay, one moment. What about you? What's happening for you? Nothing. Nothing is happening, Mooji. And I say, thank you, you're both right. Because here, unless or until the mind says something happens, experientially nothing happened. What's happening? Some ants walking up the side of the pole. Oh, look, there's so many ants. Ants are walking here. There's 1, 2, 3. Yeah, you see, you can be like this if you have this type of mentality. Another one is rooted in the silence of their own self, and all different things are moving about. You say, okay, what's happening? And I said, nothing is happening really. Yeah, but the people are walking. And I said, yeah, what makes that a happening? It's not happening for me. What means happening? Yes, life is there, it's moving about, but what do you mean by happening? Maybe things are happening, but nothing is happening to me. And who are you? This I cannot describe. I'm all of this, and I'm none of this, and I'm beyond also.
Thank you, Mooji. I just want to expose myself. Lots of different feelings come, and feeling of peace, sometimes nervous, sometimes lots of mind play, but it's all observed, and I just want to check in with you. And
Yes. Well, you said it already in that. It is all observed. Now tell me what it means. What is the significance? Is there any power in saying, but it is observed?
yes,
Tell me, explain.
the observation is not touched by anything, just observation.
Yes. So, if there appears to be in the coming of the mind some little troubles or whatever like that, it will depend, the outcome will depend on how much energy comes from the place that you really are, and then somehow raise up the noise of that, or, you see.
Yes, yes.
But if you stay as just a weakness of this, you may find that for a while you're kind of witnessing what's going on, but this thought is not diminishing, it's kind of growing, it's going for a walk in your head somehow, and you're kind of, oh, let's see where this goes, and somehow, so slowly getting pulled into that with your attention. But if you are established in the self, you may find that even this you can do, and it means it does nothing at all to you.
Yes, yes.
Have you noticed this thing?
Yes, Mooji.
Yeah, that even that you can do. You know, sometime at the early stages we may say, look, you know, best don't go any further down there, stay. But when you are totally, beyond doubt, you are simply here. Everything you can maybe go way down there, way somehow, but you're still always here.
Yes.
You travel 1,000 miles, but you're still here. Another one, they move 1 centimeter, and they, oh my God, why did you move? You see, how you know the difference, no? Yes, you are here, and everything is in the mind. Suppose you're sitting for meditation, and you're there in meditation, everybody, and then you find yourself walking down the beach. And it's a pebble beach, and you're seeing beautiful pebbles. Wow, you pick this one up, it's beautiful, you know. You put it in your pocket, you walk more, you keep seeing more and more and more pebbles. Now after a while, your pockets are fat and bulging, and you're walking down this beach, you keep walking. You can't stop because you see more pebbles, and now your pockets are full. Then you make a tie in your t-shirt, you start to put them there, you're walking. All the while your body's in Satsang, but you're down the beach. Then at one moment, something comes, dong, you hear like a bell in your head, and you've been walking for now maybe 10 kilometers. How long will it take you to go back in the hall? Ding, you're here, no? Did you have to walk back 10 kilometers? It shows you how mind is like that. You can be drifting, but your form is here. The self is here, but with the with the feeling of traveling, and we're doing this. That's how our world is made. That's how our life is made. Largely dreamed, largely made up inside and believed to be a fact. And this is why I say it is true that what you're feeling is what you're feeling. But it is not true that what you're feeling is truth. Somebody may find, it's true because I'm believing the things that my mind create or someone tells me, but has it ever occurred, is this a truth? And what is truth? True, you can say, there can be millions of this is true and this is true. But what is truth? Truth cannot be that which is changing and changing and changing, coming and going. It cannot be that. It must be that which is unchanging and yet is never stale, never stagnant. It is, without it, nothing else can be. What can be that? It's not your body. It's not even your mind. It must be something earlier than mind. And this is what you're here finding out. The finding of which puts an end to death. Death means what? Not that the body will not go, but that which you have found can never go, can never die. Mind will die, stories will die, body will die, but that which is cannot die. Find that. While the body is warm, use it to find the imperishable. That's very good.